It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
Hey, yo, what up? What up? This your boy JD Jones, and I'm one of your hosts here at Neighborhood Talk.
And I'm your other host, Mocca on the block.
Hey, yo, Mocca, what's the deal? How you feeling over there tonight?
Man, good. How you doing?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, but here at Neighborhood Talk, we want to welcome all of our listeners and our supporters from around the world, but allow us to introduce ourselves. We are the newest, latest, and soon to be most influential Web3 platform to exist anywhere.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know anything about Neighborhood Tales, let me give you a rundown about our project. So here at Neighborhood Tales, it is an NFT collection of 10,000 survivors from Liberty Owl experiments conducted by Steven Caesar Press and GenMod Inc. 10,000 patriarchs and matriarchs from various diverse neighborhoods in Liberty Owl have escaped the clutches of GenMod Inc. and fled to the outskirts of Liberty Owl. They remain there until their offspring are born, at which point they'll band together in an effort to recapture Liberty Owl and overthrow Caesar. And as for the gameplay, you own everything in Liberty Owl from weapons, real estate, and vehicles. In the grand scheme of things, this is something you don't want to miss out on.
No, absolutely. Yo, not only is this our space to display our newest projects such as Neighborhood Tales, but we share our space with the dopest guests, and tonight happens to be no exception. Hey, Mocha, let our listeners know who we had the privilege of hosting tonight.
Yes, it's my pleasure. So he's an entrepreneur, cannabis connoisseur, blockchain Padawan, and NFT collector. Ladies and gentlemen, give a welcome to Makaveli Deli Cruz. So unmute your mic and let the people know where you're from.
Hey, how you doing, man? My name is Makaveli Deli Cruz, and I hail out of Houston, Texas, home of the championship World Series team, the Houston Astros.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm in Houston too.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Pleasure to meet you, Morgan.
Same.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No. Shout out to the Astros. Yo, Machiavelli tonight. And we want to hop right into it, man. Can you talk to us about how you even learned about Web3? We hop into that?
Yeah. Right off the bat, I've been in Web 2 for a long time. You know what I mean? Like just out here and on in social media platforms and doing that. And I never really paid much mind to it, and I feel like I missed the ball early on. And when I heard about Web3 and the processes coming to life, and you own assets, and people actually taking equity into something that's digital. And what really sold it to me was like the whole dream of like the what is it, that Ready Player One movie, like that's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I feel like when I looked at it, I sat back
yeah,
and
that did.
at the grand scheme of things, I'm like, yo, I didn't get on the .com bubble. I'm not about to miss the .xyz or the .web3 bubble.
Love
And
it.
so like, yeah,
Facts.
so
Yeah, so
and I came in here and I got robbed right off the bat. Let me just put it straight. The blockchain was not kind to me. I thought I was gonna come in here and get in
Yeah.
on an
Right.
ape project, and your boy was gonna just make that big turn. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drop these few little trinkets here. This is gonna be all right. We about to blow up. Get me one of these little rug coins. It's gonna make me rich.
Yeah.
Hell no. Yo, I got. And you know what? It's okay. Listen, I've got
Yeah.
to live it. You know what I mean? I got history on the chain. And that's another thing. I consider the Web3 space right now. It's still got it's so open air. Anybody can be a mogul. Yeah, there's a few moguls in the audience right now. You know what I'm saying? People who are the founders of their own project, who have their own business on multiple sides of the fence, and who just continue to hustle and grind. And then when you combine IRL in real life with all those attributes and bring it into this space, man, that's something beautiful.
I agree. So when did you first get into NFTs?
February 25th, 2012. How
I
long
love
had I
that.
been learning about NFTs before that? About 3 months. Uh,
So what was your first one in 2012?
I got ripped off for $1,500 and for apocalyptic apes because Gary Vee was getting into it, and so was Logan Paul. And I'm like, oh, I'm clicking on this motherfucking ad right here. I'm about to come up. Hell no.
He
It
Kim
was
K.
it was a straight fake website. It compromised the wallet that I was in, and I had uh, half an Ethereum, and I went to go purchase for point 0.3. I was getting each one was like 0.01 or whatever. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get three and then try to hold off for something else, see if I could flip these or whatever. Because I had a mission. Well, I went to the mint side, I minted, and then all of a sudden, I never got nothing, and all my money was gone. And I was like, what the fuck? And this was on MetaMask. I wasn't really like I'm not privy, so I called the homeboy because you meet friends and shit like that, and
Yeah.
he's like, yo, I happened to run across one of my other homeboys named Cade Leggett, and he was like, yo, I'm just learning too, but he's like, I could help you, and he's like, you need to get on Discords, you need to go investigate these projects, because he said that the space is so crazy, people are just robbing people right up front. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So the next project I stumbled across, because I was in a cookies Discord. So February rolled around. I was in a cookies Discord. I was like, well, I got Discord. I'm in a cookies Discord. I was in that cookies Discord. I was on Twitter and stuff. I saw this guy named Piff with Piff News with this bird, and it was like this orange background, and it was just talking shit. And I was like, that's cool. So it was at the Feathered Underdog Club. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go check that out. And I just started browsing for it, and yo, I found the project, yo, on OpenSea, and I was like, yo, all these fire ass birds are this cheap. Oh, I'm about to come up in their Discord and show them what it's about. No, it was a rug ass project. It was a copy of their project, and they were selling, fake birds. So I go into their Discord first when I just something didn't feel right about it, because I went and I did my little checklist. Um, I was like, yo, I need to go in there. So I go in there, and that bird that I seen on the little ad is the first motherfucker to greet me. And he's like, yo, what's up, Makaveli Deli Cruz? Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Farmelia or whatever. I think we could go back on in the Discord and see what the fuck he said to me. Anyways, I said, yo, is this y'all's project? Because I'm about to buy these right here. And he's all like, nah, fam. He's like, what are you about to drop? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I got a half an ETH to get into something good. You know what I'm saying? I said, but I'm coming trying to work with the project. I'm trying to be something. And he's all like, I got you. He said, we just dropped these eggs. And he's like, I'll sell you one for 0.4. Now, I had no idea that this man was smooth. But I said, you know what? I'm talking to somebody in the project. He's got the NFT. I was like, you know what? Give me a minute. I'm going to go get that money. And he said, take your time, Blair. Bro, I came back with the quickness. Like, I'm talking about 45 minutes. And that's because it took that long to transfer the money around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can't buy it in Texas at this point because I don't have a real bank card because I'm trapping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a real bank account or nothing, so I can't buy Ethereum in Texas. So I got to have another motherfucker come buy Ethereum from me in Pennsylvania, and
Yeah.
then he sends it on down the blockchain to me. And I catch it, and I come back real fast in the Discord, and he's all like, I was like, yo, I'll take that egg. And he's like, for real? And he's like, man, I can't do that to you. And I was like, what you mean? He said, yo, go on OpenSea right now. They're about to make a drop. What you got? And I was like, let me go check. And it was this Beavis and Butthead bird. And, like the parody. And it was done by a famous artist out of LA named Ernest Dottie, who's very much known in the art community and local scene over there. And I looked at him and I was like, yo, it just rung a bell with my growing up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. Yo, it was like $1,700 something dollars. But I was like, yo, I own these digital assets now. Fuck yeah. And so began my adventure, and that was into the Feathered Underdog Club, which I still hell love. Yo, I'm a motherfucker that's true to his roots. You know what I'm saying? So you go into that Discord. I'm a moderator, and we got a nice tight ill community. You know what I'm saying? All the paper handlers have left. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens in a bear market. But we got some of the flyest motherfuckers around, and they just happen to look like birds.
That's
Love
fire.
it. So I got a follow-up question for you. So since you did learn the hard way about rug pulls and making sure that you watch out for projects, what is something that you recommend or that you go by in ensuring that you are associated with a project that's like
We only fuck with docs
authentic?
people. We only fuck with docs people. We only deal with somebody who is true and who they say they are. And then that means that their business ethics and their practices are straightforward in that manner. When you know who somebody is and they're not hiding, like, yeah, I'm Makaveli Deli Cruz, but if you really go digging my shit, you'll see what government names on that wallet.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know, we have a system in our hands, folks, that's gonna allow us to create generational fucking wealth. Never in our fucking history has anybody ever had this capability put in their hands and then said, hey, go run with that bitch. Go do what you do. And so, like, yo, I'm not missing this opportunity. And as bare as this market is right now, I guarantee you this bitch will be a lot bullish here soon. And that's a different story all in the same.
Definitely a different story, man.
The
Appreciate
liquidity's missing in the market right now, if you notice. And that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And that's
Mm-hmm.
fine because all the assets are still there. One Ethereum is still one Ethereum, right?
Yep.
You know, that's what the evil one said today. Shout out
Yeah.
to Azzy Land right there. I see you, homie.
That's fire, man. No, I appreciate that perspective. Hey, Makaveli, you got to talk to us about your cannabis company, man. We want to know, man. You know, talk to us about how you got that started and where it's
The
going.
biggest rug pull in my history.
All right, talk to us about it.
I've been like like since we could smoke it, and it was Mexican dirt. Like it was not even good worth smoking. You know what I mean? But I appreciate it now. Like I smoke some Reggie now, and I sit and I reminisce them gasoline terps and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
no, just loving it. I left Texas after I caused my havoc. I was a ruffian, man. Got in trouble. I left from Texas to Alaska, and I started to learn how to grow. And I also became
Okay.
involved with a corporation, rent a center out there, and I was just doing both, and just into the nightlife, and like I rose in the ranks in both sides very quickly, and then I even got promoted and left that state and went into Washington, which allowed me to actually open up a dispensary because we were still, you know, in the gray area in Alaska up there. But we had a grandfather law in Alaska, which was also different. So I came with knowledge, got me some land out here in Washington, was a district manager, and at the same time, for Rent a Center, I was actually got chose because of my performance and how well I did within my performance in the company with its short few years. I got to create a test for two different markets, one for Atlanta and one for Portland, Oregon. And that test was, what could you do to make the entire company system better? What would you do? What would you change about the system? And then come up with a plan. We'll implement that plan, and then we'll go from there. And we'll try it out for 1 year. Well, they picked our plan, and then our plan actually worked, and it changed the face of the way the company got paid. So I took that as an advantage because I was already in cannabis and in Washington State and already active in dispensaries. I made a lot of money off that corporation. I was like, I'm retiring. I'm out this bitch. I'm gonna go work for myself, and I did that. Um, I lived the dream. You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's just like this Web3 space. I'll attribute it because it's like building community. Because you go open up a location somewhere, you're selling pot, and you start to know everybody in the community, and
Yep.
then that's how it spreads, the word of mouth, which is the most powerful form of marketing, most powerful form of everything is word of mouth. If you can get somebody's attention, and then they'll tell your friend about it and stuff like that, they'll come try it out, and if it's good, they stay. That's what it's always been like.
Yep.
That's true.
But we did really well, man. Then with the market switch legal, we were in the process of getting our paperwork done. I was seeing 1,000 patients a weekend. Then we just came through and all of a sudden got raided by the federal government and the state municipalities.
Man.
And they got me for my money, they got me for everything, but they didn't get me for who I was because like my shit was straight. Like, you don't get the chance to play with money like that and then not do the shit by the book. They didn't find no drugs on me or nothing. They came looking for manufacturing of cocaine and marijuana in my facilities and all kinds of shit. And they didn't find nothing but legit business. That I even fired the lawyer and I represented myself and I beat that case. It's on public record. And my charges were like leading organized crime, procuring building for drug purposes, manufacturing, distribution, intent to harm public, and like all this crazy shit just because I was doing well. They didn't like seeing this Latino girl, and I was flashy. I'm not gonna lie. I was making $40,000 a week in profit, yo. That's not cap. That's a S63 Benz taped out and drinking and smoking what you want, and so is everybody else around you. You know, and it was a fast life, so I lived it fast, and I don't regret any of it because they took that shit, and I'm gonna get it back. It didn't change what was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Facts.
you can get it back
But I beat the
tenfold.
case. I got back on my feet. I was already well known in the Portland, Oregon area. I did my little thing in the music industry. I was published in magazines and shit like that. But I started DJing the strip clubs and shit. Then COVID happened, and it was like, whoa, what do we do here? And like, yo, it stayed. I was right by like probably like 100 miles from Kirkland, Washington, where like the shit broke out. So I had a newborn, so I stayed my ass inside, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I got down to Texas as fast as I could, and then that's when the real fun started for me.
What happened?
So I still have the company. Now I'm just moving everything over slowly, and we out here. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we can when we can by the book.
Hey, I love it. So you touched on it earlier, but what can you tell us about the Feathered Underdog Club project?
Man, his founder, we call him Big Eagle. His name's Ben. He owns a company called Sticker Farmer. They do branding, marketing, all that stuff. He decided he was gonna start this NFT project, but he was gonna build a community of artists, entrepreneurs, trappers, hustlers, just go getters. You know, people who want to get together and win. And boy, did his recipe work. He did a specific type of run with his NFTs, so he released them weekly during the week, and then we got to go snipe them. So we were like hustling for the NFT. You know what I mean? And it's all birds, yo. You might get a bald headed chicken. That bitch worth $4,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo, shout out to my underdogs in the motherfucking building tonight. I see all of you. Even if that monkey ain't got a monkey NFT, I see you. Um,
That's just it.
yo, the exotic bears, man, that's a bad motherfucker right there. Named mainly. No, but
Oh,
yeah,
yo, what's up with
we
the? Oh, go
you
ahead.
go in there, bro. Hey, listen, you go drop it up in our Discord in general. Give us an idea of what your business is. Tell us what your budget is, and about 5 of us will attack that bitch in 10 minutes, and you'll have a brand, a company logo design, and we'll have your bags being printed like a motherfucker coming from one side of the country.
All right, I need to hit y'all up.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy. I guarantee you, we'll get the work done. You need hats,
Yeah, that
beanies, whatever. My boy Hella, shit, he shipped next day.
next day shipping. Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We
That's what. Hey,
working.
Makaveli.
That honestly, that's who the underdogs are. Um,
Got it.
through their core, just a whole bunch of travelers, hustlers, creatives, entrepreneurs, and like when you put us together, we a bunch of motherfuckers, man.
Sound like a bunch of hustlers for real. That's what's
Yo,
up.
no, for real. Everybody in that group's a go getter, and they all got
Yeah,
heart. You know what I'm saying? They all got heart.
that's what's up. Hey, can you talk to us about the Dope Heads NFT project?
Yeah, man. Uh, Shout out to all my dope heads that are not in the fucking building. Whenever you hear this recording, because y'all gonna listen to it, I'm a pope of dope in that community. Uh, Man, it's straight out of Houston, Texas. Two like this the creative director of Swisher House, Mike Frost, who's like a legend in my city. He's taking all the magazine covers stuff like that. He's the founder, and then a rapper named Toedown,
Okay.
Ryan Toedown, who had a couple of hits down here. I'm not about to sing them. Man, I got caught out like a bitch, man. Give me 1 second.
Some water,
I need to get
man.
some liquid. Yeah, so they built this little world using like weed head, coke head. signed up. It's an animated series. He has a writer's room going. Just like the everything else in the market, it kind of just slowed down. It had all we're still in the process. Um, we got merchandise, but it's a cool.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
So, when did you get involved with the Liberate Yourself NFT, and what is it?
Well, Liberate Yourself NFT. So Liberate Yourself originates from the original 99 Discord. One of their NFT holders, which is like elite group. Her name's we call her Oh My Fucking Goddess, who she's a fuck. But she holds number 78, which is the Liberate Yourself NFT out of Logan Paul's collection. She's part of that group. She came into our Discord, into the Feathered Underdog Club, and we just met some cool people. You know what I'm saying? Like they came from the original 99s, and like then she came up and showed out like real quick. Like she came in and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be a part of this." She got her own custom bird, like the whole line. And then she just, was cool with a lot of us that she used that NFT and it inspired her to create her own project called Liberate Yourself. That's the title of that NFT as well. Um, Me being kind to her and just being communal and stuff like that, she reached out and said, "Yo, we got a 101 coming out for you. What do you think?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, are you fucking kidding me? I straight want to be involved with this." Like, and then the art came from Mr. Sazzyland down there, who's a fuck. He's also the founder of the Evil Apes Club. That's a bad motherfucker right there. I'm telling you, you got founders in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real, for real. Yeah, but so that project's dropping, I believe, on the 22nd of November, bro. Let me tell you about Liberate Yourself NFT. So there's this. Now, don't quote me because like I'm new to this, but
Sure.
it's going to be one of the first projects to launch with what's called the dynamic contract. And in the dynamic contract, like you have the option of changing this NFT over time and making it even rarer than it already is. There's only
Okay.
780 liberators. And like this project's meant for like to build a tight knit community. You know what I'm saying? People who are innovative or see things or totally are themselves. So that's one of the things I'm excited about this because you can change this thing over time. It's going to have a marketplace. One thing, also cool thing about the project is it's also like community crowdfunded. Like it has an active merch store. All of the profits go straight into a community fund. Like it's all, you know what I mean? Once the project mints out, which is only 780 liberators, yo, they're giving away whitelist spots. You can go check them out. I'm gonna put their Discord up in my spot, but you
It's
can find it.
dope.
Like, it should be in the building too. But definitely something to watch right now, and it has a solid foundation. You'll know who the people who are involved in that project is.
That's dope. No, that's a really cool project, man. Liberate yourself. Only so many 780 was I think what you said, man. That's
Yeah,
something to be excited about, man. But the Evil Eight, we learned about that project. Was that like a recent project? When did it start? Is that something that's ongoing?
that's something that is as old as the fucks.
Okay.
You know, I believe they launched sometime in March. And then, you got to understand in this NFT space, if you launch anytime before the crash of June, like every single NFT project in this thing is bare right now.
Yeah.
Most communities don't even have anybody hanging out in the Discords. But like any of the projects we've talked about today, you go hop up in that Discord and you'll get hit from all sides.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I went to the link in your bio, the Discord. It was like 300 people active, like in the middle of the day. I'm like, all right, let's see
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing going
Yo,
down.
but once you get once you're verified in there, we got so many different rooms, and depending on what NFTs you have and stuff like that, depends on what rooms you get access to. And the way the
Yeah,
underdogs were built is like I'm a whale in there, and because I'm a moderator, I have access to everything. But like, yo, I worked for that. Like, I
right.
trapped hard for that, yo.
Yeah, that's hard for that spot. No, that's what's up. That's fire.
Yeah. So, Another question for you is outside of the projects that you are affiliated with, do you have any favorite like NFT communities or projects that you have your eyes on? I mean, besides Neighborhood Tales.
Well, I was ever since I talked to you guys out there. The whole concept behind those guys when I met them was, "Yo, Kenny, hey, what up, G? My bad, dog, I'm in the middle of something. I'm gonna holler at you." It- I was excited from what they told me about the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys, and don't take offense to this. I'm also part of a group called the Mods NFTs, the Mods Kids. It's very similar to that structure. You know what I'm saying? Like to where like they have an open sea for wearables. They don't have the game aspect though, like where you guys are gonna have weapons, all that stuff. So in y'all's, I'll probably be able to get my car, change my rims and shit, do all that.
Yep.
That's what's up.
No, it's gonna be like full Grand Theft Auto, like rogue mode, man. Just like the project is dope, man. I can't talk about it too much, man. But yeah, you know,
Yeah. One of the things in this Web3 space that I like about projects is like I said, when you know who the people are, and like let's say the exotic bears right there. If you go in to get into that project and you buy an NFT to access that neighborhood, you're getting somebody who can print and design and do everything for you what you need for your brand.
yeah,
So if you like to use a bear for your brand, and you know what I'm saying, you fall in line with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a one-stop shop, and you know who you're dealing with. It's putting the personal back into the business.
yeah. No, for real. That in real life combined
Yeah,
with
IRL, you can't beat
yeah.
IRL.
No,
I don't
you
give a
need
shit
it.
who you are.
No,
Good
for
luck
real.
if you do. You a bad motherfucker right there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. So, talking about Web3 and the Neighborhood Tales project and our Web3 gaming, are you familiar with? Are you into Web3 gaming at all, or is
Man,
it
I'm not
on?
gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It's something that I would look to invest in, but I don't. I'm in it to build it and make the
yeah,
money off of everybody who's gonna live in it. You feel me?
facts.
Like that's what I'm here to do. Like I'm here to build it so that they come. I'm not here to live in it because I love IRL too much. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, no,
that's just
yeah.
what it is.
The perfect blend of it is, man, is the integration of IRL and
Yeah.
blockchain and Web3. That's what's to come, and I'm most excited about that myself too, man.
Yo, I'm excited about that for the Evil Apes. With the homie, the founder, like with the way that project, we're all trying to have a resurgence. You know what I'm saying? And if you
Yeah,
haven't dropped, you don't know what it's like to be through the market yet. Because the underdogs, we dropped our 6 big thousand project. Yo, the market crashed, bro. Like out of nowhere, 2 weeks before our mint, and we still rode that motherfucker out. And we still riding out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
but it's just one of those things. You can't quit just because everybody else did. And it's gonna be those brands that are gonna go further because they stick around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But to your point, man, you got a point where you got projects like Neighborhood Tales that really like value what we have here in real life, but also the integration of Web3, and we appreciate the technology and the software that we have in Web3, right? And so the companies that will succeed will be the ones that have the understanding of how to bridge those the quickest and the best, I guess.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah,
Hey, you know what? If I wish I if I wish I could say it as articulately as you do, man. But yeah,
nah, man,
absolutely.
cool,
Yeah,
man.
so we're gonna be going to our next portion of neighborhood talk, which is called Cap or Facts. It's basically a series of questions where we'll like we'll ask you a question and then you respond cap or fact and you'll give us your reasoning as to why. So the
Okay.
first
Okay. Go ahead. Let's go.
all right, so the first one is NFTs is the way of the future, cap or fact.
Um, Man, that's a loaded question because I feel, man, listen, so I see where we could take this technology and implement it in a municipality portion and like change the way we use natural resources and all that. Like there's such a benefit to a contractual system or a blockchain style system that could benefit logistics, all that stuff. Like when I think about Web3, I don't think about gaming and a teaser, nothing like that. I think about how it's gonna be implemented on top of everything else and how we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually I am studying blockchain technology in school right now, and it's actually a nation called Estonia that is built purely through blockchain technology. They've been doing this before. I think the Bitcoin white paper came to fruition.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
yeah, like if you look it up, like they've been doing it, and they've been exceedingly better every year. So they do it
Yeah,
with their healthcare, with voting, with everything.
that's amazing. Where you going to
That's
school right here in Houston for blockchain?
No, this is through University of Kentucky. It's a
Oh,
global business with blockchain technology, master's degree.
very cool.
shout out to Mocca, blockchain developer out here
Yeah, hey, you
getting
know
it.
what? Go get it, honey. Like, I listen. I can't. I went. I tried. I found this place called DAP University. This guy named Gregory. I can. He
Yeah, I
actually
like it.
taught me how to build a super, a simple, easy website. All that stuff. I paid for the courses. Now I can actually do it the way he explains it. And I started to learn how to code. I just don't have that kind of patience for everything. You know what I mean? Like I want to be in the on the other side of it, and
Yeah,
so I want to be on the NFT art side of it. I want to be on just I want to be telling them what they put in the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I
Not
get
writing it.
it.
hey, hey, next cap and fact question for you, Makaveli, and this might be one of my favorite, the best one. Let's see. Cali has the best cannabis anywhere. Cap or fact?
Cap.
You gotta let us know what.
I'm gonna tell you who has the best cannabis.
All right.
But yo, I mean, if you go to Cali, there's some motherfuckers with the best cannabis in there. And let me tell you,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? If you go to the Bay Area and you get like a South Bay Gardens, or you get a Bucking Fools. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to Montana and you get a Pure Remedies Michael Flower, if you go to fucking Maine and get mainly exotics, like you're gonna the cap fact, you're gonna get some of the best weed out there smoking. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about all over the fucking map. I found this, bro, because man, yo, if I could sit in a garden and not talk to any of y'all, man, sign me up. You know, but the whole situation is like it has to do with just the people that are really putting it in. You know, uh, that's where the win comes. Yo, man, shout out to Lit 510 down there. Yo, he is a pioneer in the game, homeboy. Infused tequila and cognac, and yo, it's a whole different level of something, and he does it right. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like I'm telling you,
yeah, yeah. If done right,
done right.
if done right, could be very, very
I mean,
a
we're
good
a group
night.
of
I say that.
professionals.
Yeah,
We're a group of professionals out here.
I believe that, man. That's
I
what's
love
up,
it.
man.
So, our last cap or fact question is because I know how you feel about Web3 gaming, but just have to throw this in. Web3 gaming is the future of all gaming.
You know, I would say like okay, so you say when I think about that, I think about like the all the other platforms that people play games on right now. Now, do I think that the blockchain has the capability of crossing into Sony and all the other things? Yeah, because I think that essentially we're all going to need a different platform. But like I want to ask you a Capper Fact question.
What's up?
Capper Fact, with the technology we have right now, do you think we could live Ready Player One style?
Um, I believe so. It's just a matter of, the government and people who control things. It's just a matter of will they be.
Have you seen anything that looks like the real engine on the blockchain versus what the games do look like on the blockchain? Like
Well, I know we're using Unreal Engine.
y'all are
Um,
using Unreal Engine?
yeah, we are.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that reminds me of what is it?
See, I didn't know about this. I hadn't seen anybody like I didn't know any of y'all were using Real Engine on that yet.
Oh yeah, we are. You better believe this is about to be like it's gonna knock your socks off.
I like the concept of the whole Grand Theft Auto thing because hey man, everybody loved Grand Theft Auto.
And there's also the builder mode as well for those who don't want to participate in the rogue mode. There's an opportunity for those to just, play around and build something such as like on Sims. Because
Yeah,
no lie, like in rogue mode, you can get robbed in a metaverse. So it's like, you sure
you
you want to
can't get
play
robbed
around
in
like
the
that?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they come from your
it's just
wallet.
like that.
Yo, hey, yo, let me tell you something that's funny. So I was project hopping, trying to find something to get excited about. And I ran across this NFT project that was like these cartoon cats, and it was cool or whatever. But they had this like emporium there where you like go and like earn credits for giveaways and shit. And I got robbed in the middle of like I was just came up, and I was like all excited. I just got up in there. I was like,
Your phone cut
in
out, Makaveli.
the Emporium, and I went to the hospital, and then I owed money to the hospital, and I was like, man, fuck this project. That's
It's giving Fortnite vibes.
no, for real, yo. Like, I just think it's funny. But no, that's what y'all just reminded me of that. No, I think that there's a huge opportunity in the space that's not being fulfilled, especially and with the way you're coming at it. Sky's the limit, really.
Yeah,
You know,
because you can do whatever you want.
like, would you associate like you have you ever heard of Magic the Gathering?
No, I have not.
Okay,
Nope.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, like if I was gonna build a game, I'd want to build something like that. Something that them nerds is gonna come back to every time, and like buy the cards and then pay me $14.95 a month. Like that's when I think about gaming. That's what I think about.
yeah. Mine's well, the one that here at Neighborhood Tales reminds me of Fortnite, and it's so many people that like they can build their own rooms within Fortnite, so they can build a game within a game, and just how like I'm not sure if we're gonna do it to where you can
Really,
build your own world and people can play in that world. So we're gonna still be playing around with the game schematics.
that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, but do you have any more Capper facts for us, or
Uh,
you good?
yo, she said, "Are you good?" Hey, I'm sorry. I just I move freely. You know what I'm saying? No, I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all having me on. You know what I'm saying? For conversation and stuff like that. It's it's
Nah,
a it's a dope space.
it's been dope, man.
Yeah, so I do want to thank you for coming through with your great energy and just letting us know more about you and the audience. And it's great for you to bring your friends along. So definitely follow some people in the audience there. Audience there. Do you have any final words for our listeners? Like how can we reach you?
Yo, click on me, Makaveli Deli Cruz, man. I'm that all across the platforms. And if you hear this voice live in IRL, holler at your boy. Maybe we'll light one up. Um, yeah, if I had to tell your audience something or anybody something, yo, if you believe in yourself and then you make a plan and you follow them steps, you're gonna get to where you're going. I mean, that's all I know. Like when at the core of anything, just believing in myself, doing what I do.
And that's love. That's love. And there you have it, man. Makaveli Deli Cruz coming on Neighborhood Talk and the Neighborhood Tales Project. Talk on everything NFT project, blockchain technology, and Web3 gaming. We appreciate you coming on our show. And this is one of the great ones, man. We appreciate it. But y'all already know our claim. We are the newest and latest. We do the newest and latest things. We're giving away $100,000 in cash prizes. All you need to do is be tapped into our Discord. Head over to our page, NH Tales. Click the link in our bio. Right there, you'll want to get all the latest exclusive updates regarding our cash prize giveaways. And that's it for me. Y'all can catch me everywhere at JD Jones Mocca. You already know how I feel about us. We the newest and the latest. Always a pleasure hosting this space with you.
Likewise, man. So I just want to thank you all again for coming out and rocking with us for episode 19 of Neighborhood Talks. You can catch us again, NH Tales on Twitter and Neighborhood Tales on every other platform. I'm saying like y'all can't get rid of us. We on IG, TikTok, Discord, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you can catch recordings of the Neighborhood Talks on our YouTube channel. So you can also find me on Twitter and IG at Mocca on the Block. And it's been great, y'all. And until next time.
Yo, thank y'all very much for having me. Hey, shout out to all the folks in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Evil Apes, Underdogs, Liberators, Hella, Gina. Holla at y'all. Thank you.
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?